WrestleMania Night 2. I'm going to go through this match by match, 5-star rating system, quickly as possible. Let's go. Match 1. We have Brock Lesnar versus Oba Femi. Now, we kick off WrestleMania with a bang here. I think they do this on purpose because this already felt like WrestleMania with this opening match with Brock Lesnar and Oba Femi, because you got the entrances, you got the aura with Brock and Oba. Basically, I feel like this was a squash match. I feel like Brock Lesnar got squashed in this match by Oba Femi. Brock, he got a little bit of offense in, but he was mostly on defense. And then when Brock had a tangent on the outside of the ring, I was like, damn, Brock, this has never happened to him, But hey, Brock, he did the job, got pinned by Oba. Even Oba Femi looked shocked. Even Michael Cole said, Oba Femi, he looks shocked. He looked with his eyes wide open, looked dazed and confused, like, oh, how did this happen? But yeah, Oba Femi, the right man, won. And then there was an emotional, heartfelt moment with Brock Lesnar where he retired. He retired in the middle of the ring. He took his boots off and his gear off, and he had a heartfelt goodbye. And yes, thank you, Brock Lesnar, because that man put in work. So my rating for this match, I give it, for the match itself, I gave it a solid 3. I was like, it was entertaining, it was fast-paced, it did the job. Brock got squashed pretty much, which was shocking. And yeah, this match was pretty much shocking. It was hard-hitting, it was everything we wanted. Yeah, it could have went a little longer, but hey, we got our money's worth, I feel, in the opening match. So yeah, it was a solid 3, but then with the Brock Lesnar, thing at the end, I wanted to give it an extra point and give it a 4, but I was like, nah, that's being too generous. Can't do that. So I was like, all right, bump it up to a 3.5. Match 2. We have the ladder match for the Intercontinental title. Penta won this thing. This, man, we already know. It's a ladder match. It's going to be hard hitting. What do you expect? Everybody put in. I think Rusev was the star player in this match because he was just extremely just like relentless. He was angry. He was just beating up everybody, and I think Rusev was on the ladder the most. So Rusev was definitely the star player for me in this match. Everybody did their job. It's a ladder match. It's not the greatest ladder match of all time, but it's a ladder match at WrestleMania. It's fun. What do you expect? I give it a solid 3.5. Match 3, we got the Intercontinental Championship. Trick Williams won the match. He beat Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental title, which kind of upsets me because why couldn't Carmelo Hayes be involved in this? Because Sami Zayn just won that title. He just won it. This is his first real title defense, and he just lost it. You know what I'm saying? Sami couldn't hold the title and be an undefeated champion until WrestleMania, or Carmelo Hayes couldn't go into WrestleMania. They don't think Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes or a triple threat match would be money. Triple threat match would have been better, but whatever. Sami Zayn's a star player. Trick Williams won. The right guy won, so Trick Williams off to the stratosphere. But this match for me was kind of a nothing burger, man. Sami Zayn had a better match with Gunther for the Intercontinental title. That was a struggle. This one was just like, all right, Trick Williams was impressive. We've seen Sami Zayn before. What else is new? But the match was good. I'm glad Trick Williams won, celebrating with his family. That's a beautiful moment. Trick Williams is very impressive in that ring. Phenomenal entrance. People love him. So this match, I give it a solid 2.5. It could have been a little longer, a little more hard-hitting, but it was a pretty solid match. Match 4, we got, they just turned it into a street fight. We got the Demon Finn Balor versus Dirty Dominic Mysterio. And I'm glad they turned this into a street fight, because this just being a regular match would make no sense. But, it's a street fight. It's fun. Kendo sticks. The right guy won. Demon, Finn Balor. Who knows what's going to happen from here? I hope this man goes off into the stratosphere and does new and exciting things. I thought the street fight element was fun. The Demon entrance was fun. Dominic Mysterio's entrance was phenomenal. Dominic Mysterio, man. He used to be, just some average baby face looking kid who didn't really, have a good moveset. He had a generic moveset, but now, man, the dude's oozing aura. He's really grown a lot, Dominic Mysterio, man. The dude is just dripping swag. But anyways, the match itself, I give it a solid, 3.5. Match 5, we have the Women's Championship. Jade lost, which really disappointed me. Because Jade, to me, was very impressive in this match. Rhea Ripley, man, I feel like she's just kind of lost a little bit of her aura, man. To me, this match reminded me of Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk. Brock Lesnar is 10 times bigger than CM Punk. Brock Lesnar in real life would tear CM Punk to shreds in 2 seconds. But in wrestling, okay, it's CM Punk, I can accept it. And it's the same thing with this. When you look, Rhea Ripley's lost a ton of weight, and I know she's probably, she's going through personal issues, but that's besides the point. Just looking at her in this match, Jade Cargill's 10 times bigger than Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley still has muscle, but Jade Cargill's 10 times bigger than Rhea Ripley. To me, it looked like Rhea was kind of struggling just to lift Jade Cargill off the ground. And then with one Riptide dude, as big as Jade Cargill is, Rhea Ripley hit Jade Cargill with the headbutt, which didn't look effective at all to me. You didn't hear the smack or anything. And then, one Riptide, that really upset me. At least give her 2-3 Riptides, This match was kind of disappointing. I was into it at first, but then I'm really personally mad that Jade lost, man. Cause she's 10 times bigger than Rhea, bro, and it just looked unbelievable to me. So this match, it was fine. I like Jade, I like Rhea, but damn, man, they didn't really go as hard as I wanted them to, man. It should have been like Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar and their last match going through the barricade, powerbomb through the table, you know what I'm saying? But they didn't do it. So for me, this match was kind of a letdown. It was fine. I give it a solid 2. Now we have our main event for the World Heavyweight Championship, the loser's bracket title, as Roman Reigns put it. But now he wants it, and he won it. And this was a hard-hitting match, man. 2 legends, 2 goats, 2 greats in that ring. Roman Reigns chiseled like a goddamn Roman statue. You got CM Punk, the greatest wrestler of all time. Truly, he knows what he's doing in that ring. He knows how to tell a good story. He knows how to put on an emotional match. And that's what we got here. We got an emotional match, a struggle, a battle, a test of wills, scratching and clawing, you know what I'm saying, to the last breath. Both these guys, man, 5-star. I wouldn't know if it's a classic or not, but it's definitely a 5-star match for me. And with Roman, we'll see what he does with that World Heavyweight Championship. It kind of feels odd that he has the World Heavyweight Championship now because he called it the loser's bracket title, but we'll see what he does with it. And if I was Roman Reigns, since I called it the loser's bracket title, it kind of looked like he didn't really care about it. He's throwing it around. He didn't even pass it to his children. Look at that. Look at the championship. Here's your new tribal chief world champion. No, he just threw it on the ground, went to celebrate with his family, and he don't care about that title, bro. He just wanted to beat CM Punk. But now the championship, the World Heavyweight Championship, is more prestigious because Roman Reigns has it. CM Punk legitimized it some more. Roman Reigns has now solidified its legitimacy since he holds it now. He's the real champion. He made it legitimate. But if I was him, I'd redesign that in my own image. I'd be like, on Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen, here's the new redesigned World Heavyweight Championship for your tribal chief. You know what I'm saying? Because it's my title now. So let him do something like that. Because it's kind of awkward that he's holding the loser's bracket title, even though he's not a loser, whatever. But yeah, man, 5-star match. Overall review for this WrestleMania, it's better than night 1 for sure, and I think they do that on purpose. So yeah, night 1 I gave a 3. This one I'll give it a 4. I'll give it a solid 4. It bumped it up a notch, kicked it off, hard hitting. It was a good night. It was a good night. So yeah, solid 4 for WrestleMania night 2. That's all I have to say.